Hey guys, Azul here. Air roll left and right. What is it good for? Well, whilst normal air roll is still useful, air roll left and right give you a kind of control in the air that normal air roll just won't give you. Let me show you what I mean. So this is what it looks like when you try and control your car in the air with normal air roll. And then this is air roll left. So whilst they may have looked pretty similar at first glance, air roll left actually gives you a lot more control and freedom in the air. Same goes for air roll right, but personally I only use left. So the first thing you need to learn with air roll left or right is how to tornado spin, because from there you can kind of just learn the rest of it once you know that. This worked for me at least. So to tornado spin, you basically need to hold your left stick in the opposite direction that you're air rolling in. So let's say you're using air roll left, you need to push your left stick to the right, and obviously if you're using air roll right, you'll need to hold air roll right and push your left stick to the left. So for air roll left or right, you pretty much just pick one and bind that. However, there are some players like Astral who use both air roll left and right and also normal air roll. You definitely still want to keep normal air roll bound because it will still be useful. However, when it comes to using both air roll left and right, I don't really think there's a need. You will find that most pro players only use one or the other, so it doesn't really matter which one you pick because they're both just as good, so just pick whichever one you feel most comfortable with. Make sure you bind it to a button on your controller or keyboard that you can press easily while still being able to boost. This is because you want to be able to hold it while you're boosting in the air. Personally, I have air roll left bound to L1 on my controller, or left bumper if you're on an Xbox One controller. So once you've got it bound to something that you're comfortable with, here's how you start to learn how to control your car with it in the air. So once you get comfortable tornado spinning, if you want to be able to move in whatever direction you need to go in using air roll left or right, then I definitely recommend that you do lots of workshop maps. This is pretty much how I learned it. I just kind of went in and just started using it. I put the controller overlay up so you can kind of see what I'm doing, but honestly it's really hard to describe how I move in a certain direction using air roll left because it's basically just muscle memory. I don't really think about it. You will want to feather your boost though for more control, but you might find a lot of the time you need to move your analog stick diagonally, which you might not have had to do with normal air roll. But when you move it like diagonally down, it kind of tilts your car round a little bit, and then if you boost at that moment, you'll kind of push yourself to the right or to the left. It depends which way you push your stick, but it pretty much just takes time. I've been doing it for quite a while now. I just kind of started and then gradually used it more and more as I got more comfortable, but it was a lot of free play and workshop maps. The workshop maps that I recommend in particular are Lefamir's Giant Rings map, as well as DMC's Rings maps. He has multiple and they're all really useful, so 100% recommend using those. I also used a couple training packs such as the Devo training pack. This is by Torsos, and also a training pack by KevPert, which is KevPert's aerial car control. However, the KevPert one, the ball is just frozen above the goal, so the way I learned air roll left and right using this is just hold it while flying towards the ball from the very start, and then trying to just meet the ball at the spot I needed to meet it to score. This one's definitely good for starting out because you don't need to move in many different directions really. It's pretty much just a straight line, but it's really good for just getting comfortable with it. So if you're just starting out, I definitely recommend that one. But to be honest, that's pretty much all the advice I can give you. As always though, any questions, just ask below in the comment section. I'll try my best to help. More tutorials will be coming your way, as well as whatever other videos I decide to do. But yeah, as always, I hope this was useful, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.